How's it going, everyone? Chef JET TILA here. Today's show is all about Vietnamese cuisine. We're gonna start here at LA Food and Wine's Night Market, the premier culinary event of the year in Los Angeles, to talk to some chefs, to talk to some guests on how they think this word is pronounced. Then we're gonna go back to my kitchen, cook this, and some Vietnamese spring rolls. Let's get started.
This is Nicholas Overseer.
Nicholas. And who's this next to us?
This is storyteller or Stoli.
How do you think this word is pronounced?
Pho.
One more time.
Pho.
Have you heard it pronounced any other way?
No, I'm from San Francisco.
Okay, so you know pho or pho. It's kind of like put a question mark on it, like, really? Pho?
It's pho.
I like how we're gonna battle. Why do you love pho?
Slurping, slurping, all the slurping.
It's all about slurping.
Yes.
Well, you guys have a nice little thing going on. Why do you love Vietnamese food?
It's a very unique taste that you kind of have to get used to.
That's your G-rated answer. What's your X-rated, R-rated answer? Because that shit is.
Yes, very, yeah.
So how do you say this word correctly, once and for all?
Pho?
Thank you. People keep saying po or fo.
No, yeah, that's totally wrong.
That's
fucking ridiculous.
That's Mike. He's also Magic Mike. That's what he does from the side.
Oh, okay. He's not dancing.
Yeah. Mike, can we dance? Can you dance?
Check it out. This is Brentwood sweet corn. We freeze some foie gras, and we're shaving some summer truffles on there.
Get in there.
How do you guys pronounce this word, Chef?
Pho?
Not the right way. Matthew Kang, the editor of Eater LA. It's like silky. What do you love about Vietnamese food? Why do you think people love it so much?
I love Vietnamese food. It's so simple. It's so pure. There's so much flavor. I love fish sauce. I could eat fish sauce every day of my life.
And people don't know Korean people actually use fish sauce too for like certain things like kimchi.
I mean, we all the same, you know what I'm saying?
We all look alike. Some are taller than others.
A little, just a little.
And
more handsome.
Oh, okay, I'll take that one though. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. Would you trust me to make pho?
Do you cook?
Whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here. So last night at LAFW's Night Market, we found out how to say this, and right now I'm gonna show you how to cook it. I was supposed to hit Mike with that. So pho is usually all about the broth. I'm gonna teach you how to make a very controversial broth because most pho broths take 2 to 3 days because you gotta take all these ingredients plus animal bones, boil them down to make this luscious, delicious stock. I contend that I can teach you how to make a very quick pho broth at home within 20 minutes. I'm starting with beef base. Yes, the end-all be-all instant soup stock. So next we're gonna add a little ginger. And I've just sliced a little bit of ginger. After ginger is going to be some sliced onion. There are 3 spices that make pho delicious. First one, cinnamon, star anise, and clove. So now I'm gonna season with sugar. And then of course, the umami bomb of Southeast Asia, fish sauce. Stir very well and let simmer for about 20 minutes. And we're gonna cut our vegetables. So first I need to thin slice some onions. Scallions, you're gonna cut them in half lengthwise, group them together and cut into super thin slices. For heat, I like jalapeños in this because it's a nice kind of fruity, mild heat. I don't want pho broth to blow me out of the water in terms of spiciness, so I'm just thin slicing some jalapeños into very, very thin coins. So 2 herbs. I've got Thai basil here. I'm just gonna pick the large leaves off the main stem. And then behind that, a little bit of cilantro. I'll take the entire cilantro stalk, maybe down to 5 cuts. Bean sprouts will just buy clean at the store, ready to use, and those are standing by as well. So let's build this pho. A word about pho noodles. They are rice noodles, sometimes they're called rice stick noodles, and they're available either fresh in the deli section or dry in the aisle. So these are fresh pho noodles. I'm gonna blanch them really quickly in a sieve in some boiling water. These noodles are only gonna take about 10 to 20 seconds, so keep your eye on them. Drain really, really well, and right into your bowl. So now I'm gonna build. It's kind of like choose your own adventure here. There's so many herbs and vegetables, but this is my secret mix. This is how I like to eat my pho. I'm gonna start by piling some thin sliced onions on the noodles. Then I'm gonna find a little home for some bean sprouts, then some basil leaves. And how many jalapenos is totally up to you. I'm gonna add my cilantro and then the beef. For the beef, I'm using what we call sukiyaki beef. All that really means is the beef has been frozen and then sliced into super thin pieces. If you can't find it at the store, you could do this at home. Just take your favorite steak cut, like filet or ribeye, freeze it pretty hard, and then slice it into super thin pieces. So with all of your amazing ingredients piled onto the noodles, you wanna make sure your pho broth is screaming hot. You know, I really love this because the beef is raw, but it's gonna cook super fast with that piping hot pho broth. All those flavors are gonna marry together, and that's your perfect bowl of pho. If you like a little extra flavor boost, don't be scared to add a little hoisin or sriracha. This is my happy place right here. In my opinion, the perfect complement to a nice bowl of pho is some fresh shrimp spring rolls. I'm gonna show you how easy this dish is to make in your kitchen. First thing I'm gonna do is get the vegetables ready. So I've got a big head of romaine here. I'm gonna take the ends off to kind of expose the romaine heart. I'm gonna take some of the center leaves, place them on top of each other, kind of spine over spine, cut them in half, and then just simply what we would call chiffonade, or to cut into very thin strips. Next vegetable is carrot. I'm just gonna simply peel this carrot and cut it into julienne. Take one of those thirds, square off one end, 1/8 inch tile into an 1/8 inch slice, and that's a confined julienne. So the last two items I need is basil and cilantro. For my shrimp, I've got some peeled and deveined medium shrimp. I've poached them really simply, and that just means to put them into simmering water. Pulled them, chilled them, and I'm gonna slice them just in half lengthwise. So I take the shrimp, I lay it on its side, and I bring my knife kind of parallel to the board and just cut it right in half. And I'm gonna hold those for the roll. Not all rice papers are the same. They vary in thickness from manufacturer to manufacturer. So your first one or two are gonna kind of tell you if they're gonna behave or how easy they're gonna be to roll. I want you to bring up the water until it feels like the perfect warm bath. Submerge your rice papers in that warm water in the pan. Pull them right out while they're still semi-firm, and just feel them. Once they get soft enough to actually roll, you're ready to go. You're probably gonna buy more pho noodles than you needed. So with those extra noodles, poach them off, shock them in some cold water and drain them, and they're the perfect noodles to make spring rolls with. And I'm probably taking about a half cup or so. And you're gonna wanna place them right below center. Imagine an equator, you wanna go right under the equator. We're gonna pile on lettuce over the noodles and then a few shreds of carrot, a little basil, a little cilantro, and we're gonna start rolling. So you wanna tuck and roll to get a really nice tight roll. Once the bottom edge of the roll hits the equator, stop. Bring in each side to make two 90-degree angles. Then you're gonna slip your shrimp in pink side out because the paper is gonna act like a little window to display your shrimp. Once the shrimp is in, continue to tuck and roll, and you will have a perfect little spring roll. These are great to eat right away, but if you're gonna make them ahead, make sure to put them on a tray lined with wet paper towels and cover them tightly. So the classic dipping sauce for your spring rolls is going to be a peanut and hoisin sauce. It's kind of self-explanatory. Hoisin peanut sauce has hoisin sauce. For the peanut butter, it's totally up to you. Smooth, chunky is really kind of personal preference. And then you're just gonna add a few tablespoons of hot water to kind of bring these two sauces together. That's it. I mean, it really is that easy. There you have it, the perfect accompaniment to your shrimp spring rolls. What a phenomenal adventure we had, all the way from Night Market LA Food and Wine here to my kitchen to learn how to make two of my favorite dishes, pho and shrimp spring rolls. I hope you guys had fun. We'll see you next time on Authentically Asian.